comes through. So let me show you what's going on here with the overall setup and the timing. We could potentially get a little bit of some rain in here as early as this morning. In fact, if I zoom this down, seeing some reflectivities coming out of San Saba County, this is not the heavy stuff. This is not what I'm concerned about. This is likely just some plain old rain coming through. Not everybody gets it though. In fact, most of us won't until tonight. I'm going to keep in about a 10 to 30% chance through the morning and afternoon for a few pockets of rain, few isolated storms. Highs will be in the upper 80s today, better than yesterday's 90s, but still too warm. But let's spend some time on how these storms will play out according to what I think, given the new data this morning, and how you can plan around it. Because heading into the afternoon, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we'll probably get at least a few isolated pockets of rain and storms just because there's so much moisture out there, and we get a little bit of heating with the day. This is round one, if you will, not something I'm super concerned about. It's round two, the main threat that comes in late tonight. So this evening, around when a lot of those football games start, there's just going to be a couple spots that we have to watch. It's late tonight, around 9, 10, 11 o'clock. This is where that severe weather threat gets maximized. This, to me, this complex of storms, if you want to get crazy, it's called a mesoscale convective system. Damaging winds are typically what we're most concerned about with a setup like that. But 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the hill country, 11 o'clock, midnight, 1, 2 a.m. in the Austin metro, and then after 1 a.m. in our eastern counties. But you're noticing it's losing some of its linear structure here. It's getting a little messier. Severe weather threat comes down some, but depending on what happens after that, if we still see a little bit of some storm activity, some heavy rain, 5, 6, 7 a.m., and the clouds kind of linger through the day Saturday, then we won't get another round in the afternoon. However, if you notice a lot of sunshine midday tomorrow, heads up, we're likely to get more storms Saturday afternoon and evening. That being said, there is going to be a severe weather threat, and this is for everybody here. Hail, wind, even a quick spin-up tornado will be possible late tonight through the day Saturday. Storm Prediction Center just kind of following that line through. There's not a great tornado threat, but it's something that we'll have to watch closely because with this setup too, oftentimes they're quick spin-ups, and by that we have very little lead time with those warnings. Make sure you have a way to get weather alerts. I think wind and even some localized flooding concerns will be possible here with a widespread 1 to 3 inches, which doesn't necessarily sound like a lot in the grand scheme of things. It's the fact that 1 to 3 inches in 1 hour coming down is a lot of rainfall, especially on, drought and moisture-starved soils. If it comes down too heavily, it's just going to run off. So that's why that flooding threat is there. As far as the timing goes, there's a lot going on the front half of the 7-day. 80s, chance of storms in the afternoon. Storm is likely overnight, potentially tomorrow afternoon with low 80s. Sunshine to finish the weekend into next week. Cold front leaves us much cooler as we head into Halloween. Tommy?
All right, thank you.